Hello, hey, um, welcome to Into the Toy Box. It's Sunday night, and we are going to talk about Star Wars action figures. And I will bring out a co-host, Beta Ray Bob.
Hello.
Hey,
How's
Bob,
it
how
going,
you
man?
doing?
Doing good. Having a good weekend. How about yourself?
Yes, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Um,
Excellent. And I like the new little logo up there.
yeah. I just messing around with some stuff, and so I figured since it was just going to be both of us tonight, we had a little bit more room to show things on the screen. So yeah,
Oh, yeah. So-
um, that's my a vending droid bot I got from Aegis Station, and so he made that one for me. It's pretty much sort of represents the colors that I use, and it's got the little planet logo, and
Mhm.
so I felt like that would kind of be an appropriate, um, uh, I guess, logo icon slash whatever display
Oh, yeah.
piece.
That totally works.
Yeah. But yeah, so you having a good weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Good deal. Good deal. Um, all right.
You
Well,
want to say hey to the chat here while we're
yeah, go ahead and
getting
hit the chat.
started?
Yeah, please.
So, Bjorn's here with us. Howdy ho.
Bjorn, what's up?
Star Wars going to get some pizza. That sounds fun. And
Yeah,
we
he's been
will
in.
we'll definitely try to have a good shot.
Yeah, he's been in Pittsburgh all weekend, and so
Mm.
I think he went to the Pittsburgh Steelers game today. I don't know if they won or lost, but
No,
anyway.
I don't keep up with football. But so we're getting an aloha from Yorkshire.
Ian,
Mr. here.
thanks for staying up.
Yes, yes. Our good buddy Will is here in the house.
Will. Hey, good stream earlier. Good stream.
Oh yeah, definitely. Looking forward to that Spin Master stuff you were showing, the Batman and like Luther Max. Those look nice.
That and I'm very kind of I'm very hey Timbo. I'm very sort of
Hey, yeah,
tempted
yeah, tempted.
about that.
Oh,
I don't know what the line's called, but that space stuff. Um,
oh, the Kickstarter.
yeah. So
Yeah, that looks tempting. I like that the kind of like retro, like almost like a cargo hauler kind of ship, and of course O-ring astronauts. That's hard to say
well,
no to.
the ship though, isn't that something that they had like way back in the day, like when we were younger?
Yeah, yeah. Like I vaguely remember seeing it in like some of the old like Sears or service merchandise Christmas catalogs.
I think I actually had that or had one of
Oh,
those
cool.
kind of like that. I mean, this was like eons ago. You know what I'm saying? This was 40 something years ago. And so, but I think I vaguely remember having something that kind of looked like that. I'm not sure, but anyway.
Mhm. Let's got
Um,
Angus here with
hey,
us,
Angus. Hey, thanks for watching. Um, I will
and we've
be
got our first.
I'll be
Oh, go ahead.
shipping those troopers to you tomorrow. Thanks for letting me ship them to Miami. By the way, thank you. My checkbook definitely thanks you too. No, it's just a shirt that says Utini. Um, I figured since we were talking about Star Wars and stuff, I'd break out one of my old Star Wars shirts. So
Mhm.
anyway, anyway, I guess we'll get this train rolling.
All right.
Let's see here. All right, so talking about Star Wars action figures, um, we felt like that last. We've had a few new sort of I guess reveals lately.
Mhm.
So we'll kind of get into those right now. I know people have probably already talked about these, but the new Anakin. How do you feel about this, Bob? Is this a purchase or no?
So I put them on pre-order, but I'm waiting to see a review on them before I commit to like having them go all the way into the pile of loot from BBS
Gotcha.
because I'm
Uh,
just might have the old style hips. No one's been able to confirm if he's got the new ones or not. So
yeah, I will probably pick up one, I guess, from the start. I'm not like because I don't have like any of the old figures. Like I, long story short, pretty much everything I've been buying since I started world building has been within the past 2 or 3 years. So I pretty much had to start over as far as like with
yeah,
populating the setup. So I will probably get one of those. And if it turns out that it's good for customs, I may get more.
right, yeah.
Just like this guy, I
Hmm.
will probably get one just to say I did, and then see how he is, and then maybe go from there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Did I pre-order this or not? But anyway, yeah, I'll probably get one of him because I like my clones to kind of look different from each
Yeah.
other,
Right.
which I know
Right.
sounds weird because they're clones, but like
No, you won't.
I've already got an all white armored, army with the stormtroopers. So it's like I don't need two of them.
No, I totally get it. I totally get it.
Hey,
Hey,
all
Defiant.
right.
So I haven't pre-ordered any of these. I pretty much will. Um, I think I'm just gonna on this wave. I think I'm just gonna like um just wait. I might order one or two things from this reveal, but I think I may just wait and see, let it come in first. Um,
Hmm.
anyway, I felt like we would show off these Black Series figures too because maybe we'll get
Oh yeah.
them in the vintage collection at some point. Um, I do like the Prince Izor, or I don't think so. I don't know if that's exactly how you say his name or whatever, but
Sounds
um,
close enough to me.
I do like him. I love the assassin droid. However, if they make him in the 375, I'm
Hmm.
curious to see how he'll be able to stand because those legs are not. Um, they're going to be pretty. It's going to be almost like a battle droid's leg, you know. So
Yeah, they are. They did that droid a while back in I think in the Clone Wars line.
yes, yeah, they did.
Um
They did. Yeah,
and he does have some
yeah.
spindly little legs. So
That's right. And so I think they'll definitely do better in Black Series than they will in Vintage Collection. But yeah, Timbo, I put these in there for you, buddy. I know you collect the Black Series, and I do too occasionally. I'm more into Vintage Collection. But yeah, I will definitely get that. I'll probably get to pick up that droid if I see him somewhere. But I will
yeah,
not.
I might get him too because like we've always said, droid, robots and can cheat on scale. So
That's true. That's true. You could definitely have him as a bigger droid for sure.
mm, so we'll
Um,
see.
what about this guy? Is he
Um,
one that you
who,
know
who is
or
that?
aware of?
So I can't read
Never
the
seen him.
name. But,
So he's like a
huh?
new character for me. Like I'm not aware of this guy.
Yeah, not familiar with him either. And since I
However,
don't
he
really
just has
get
one
Black
arm.
Series,
So he has just one arm. So I'm kind of curious. Are they going to
no,
charge the same price for this character, or will it be
oh no,
normal?
he's a deluxe because he only has one arm. So
Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yes, that's probably about the way it would go. Yeah. Um, yeah, TVC 4 pack of Galactic Marines. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be too bad of a sale. Yeah.
yeah, I
Like I
would
said, I
be
don't know
on
anything
here.
about this
Two arms
character.
is the
Yeah, I don't know anything about this character, but I kind of think he's cool. And I'm like, I would almost get this guy just because of that aspect of it, you know. But I think he's a villain, if I'm not mistaken.
mm,
Um, and he's a
and
green, a Black Panther pet, both arms. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, so it's
yeah.
Drizzy.
Ian's on. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, I definitely could be down with that. Then I'm a big Drizzy fan. Um, let's see. All right, and so of this, you know, I do like Black Series, but I don't buy them as much as I did. Like I will probably
Mm.
get one or two a month, maybe, and I might go 2 months without buying one. But I love that tracker, from the Acolyte,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Hopefully get them in TVC.
I'll probably buy that one just to see if I can fudge him in the scale or something, until we get him in
Mm.
the. Um, and I don't, I'm not sure about the Jedi lady from the Acolyte. I'm not sure if I'd get that one or not, but um, Luke and the Leia, I might get that Luke just because it's Luke and it's
Classic. Yeah.
classic, and so it's like I don't really have a classic Luke in Black Series or even the TVC. But anyway,
It's okay.
kind
I don't have a classic
of
Luke either. Like
yeah, they're
I don't,
kind of
my only Luke is Stormtrooper Luke.
yeah, I have that, and one where he's in the Hoth gear, and one where he's in the Jedi. I mean the Jedi. Yeah, the Jedi outfit, the black, and then
Hmm.
even one where he's in the X-wing outfit. But I don't have a regular. Uh, yeah, I think they all look. I love some Black Series figures. Sometimes I have to live through Timbo or other people, with like I like the way they look, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with them. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm hoping um, that because they made that Luke, they'll make other things associated with that Luke. I did have a question in the chat. Do you want to go ahead and say something, Bob?
Oh, I was gonna say I've heard some people theorizing that they might re-release them with like on a different card back in TVC or with like the floppy hat that he had in some versions and stuff. So
Right. Um, and so they also revealed that they're doing this helmet, which is not a shocker to me. If there's a helmet and they can make it, they're going to make it. So,
oh yeah. There is an audience for those. So
yeah. And so my question is for the chat, um, because I can tell you my answer right off the bat. Yeah, thanks, Stefan. Like I kind of like the way this helmet looks, and so how does people feel about does anybody feel like this is like a just a helmet for like a female, or they feel like anybody could wear this? Because I'm gonna tell you, if I happen to get this, I would definitely wear it. You know, to wherever I could wear a helmet like this, maybe on this stream or something. But
oh,
I think
totally, you'd have to wear it on the string.
I think it would be a super cool, helmet. And it's definitely because I like Mandos and stuff like that. And so either this one or if they had like the Darth Maul, Mando helmet, that would be one
Hmm.
to definitely get. Just because um I love that helmet anyway. Um, yes, yes, it could be. It could be.
Yeah, I
If I
think it would work either way. Yeah.
if I wore it, it'd be mine. So just you know,
If you're
uh,
paying for the helmet,
yeah,
I
it's
think you're
mine.
allowed to wear it. Yeah,
Um, but
I
yeah, I
think
mean, what about so anybody wants to sound off in the chat? Does anybody have any of these Black Series helmets? Uh, I know they're mostly just a display piece, not really for wearing or whatever. But I do have one. That's right. Yeah, that's right. If it fits your head, it's yours. That's exactly right. And I kind of wonder, is it the same size as the regular? See, I don't know. Like even with the Bo-Katan helmets, it's like okay, so Ian, is the Bo-Katan helmet the same size as the other helmets? I'm kind of curious about that. If it's maybe a little smaller or something. I do have one helmet, and it's the Captain Cardinal, the red Stormtrooper helmet from the Galaxy's Edge, from the First Order Stormtrooper.
mhm.
Um, and so it fits my head, but it's kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know, um, anyway, okay, so he says it fits him, so that's
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, it's good to know. Good to know. Um, I don't really, like I said, I've kind of thought about getting Luke Skywalker's helmet, his X-wing helmet, because
Yeah.
still got like the X-wing and Luke in the X-wing outfit and box and a card, and I was thinking about getting that helmet. If I did, I would open
Hmm.
it up, and just sort of make a display out of just those three things, just
Yeah,
because.
that'd be cool.
You know,
Oh yeah, that'd be a nice display.
um, But anyway, moving on. All right, getting into the God scale. Um, so what about this age I belong?
Come on.
Hey, no problem, man. We're just getting warmed up at this point in time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um, this is the lady from Andor.
Do tomorrow.
Yes. Um,
Yeah. I'm
Getting one
glad
of
they're
those.
finally. Oh yeah, yeah. Even with her man pants, she went on the pre order list right away.
Yes, yes.
Because I mean, I'm assuming she's gonna have like the ball jointed hips as well. So down the line, if they do another figure with more, I guess, feminine legs,
Right, right.
just swap those out. So
I will pick up one, but I will probably mostly just head swap it. On
mm,
another figure, like I'll probably put her, in I don't know, and I'll probably just pop the head off and put it potentially on a Mando body or something. I don't know.
yeah,
We'll see how it
yeah. I mean,
goes.
there's plenty of possibilities.
Right.
He was just such a great character in the Andor series for me that it was just like, yeah, that's a no
Yeah,
brainer.
I wish that maybe, she could have been in, I don't know, she's an officer or whatever, or part of that, whatever that group was called. But it would have been kind of cool to see like her like in like an armored up version of like, the
Hmm.
stormtrooper outfit or shore trooper or something, just because she's going out into the field. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right. Oh yeah.
so I thought, that would have been cool if she'd have had something like that, where it would definitely would have been like a immediate purchase for me. Just
Hmm.
because I don't really have in my world like, imperial officers and such,
Mm,
really have a major, presence on Yamato 6. So
right.
yeah, but I get it. I mean, I totally get it. Just because I don't doesn't mean that anybody else, you know,
Yeah. And there's
uh,
enough figures out there that people can, pick and choose and build up their Star Wars collection the way they want to. So,
right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm just doing mine a certain way just because I'm kind of like, just building around like a dirty planet, pretty much.
mhm,
Isley inspired. So it's like for me, it's like I definitely will have Imperials come through there occasionally, but not like on a day to day thing where other people may have,
right, right, right.
at least at this point in time. But oh yes, so I will definitely be picking up this guy, and I will tell you, I will definitely probably grab more than one of this guy, just because
Mhm.
it'll be my first farm boy Luke, pretty much to have since I don't know how long. I guess since probably the mid 2000s or something.
Yeah. This one I actually did not pre-order yet. Just because I don't know, like my relationship with Star Wars is, a little different. Like I didn't grow up like the original trilogy was out, but I wasn't allowed to see it until later in life. So
Right.
I don't have quite the attachment to like Luke and Han and Leia and all that that a lot of fans our age do. So
I do have the attachment to them, but it's more so I love like A New Hope, right? And so it's
hmm
like my Star Wars movie, and so everything like associated with that movie it resonates with me just
right.
because
Yeah.
of the time, and I saw it and stuff like that. And so anyway,
I don't know, I
I'll
get that. I mean, I yeah.
definitely I'll definitely pick him up. And
I mean, I'll
you know,
probably end up getting this guy, this figure, um, but we'll see.
and another reason is I'll get one for sure because it's Luke. But I'm already like looking at the body, and like if I painted the boots a certain color or the pants a certain
Hmm.
color, to me this guy is going to be a customized figure. And
Right.
I'm sure Angus is already like figured out what he's going to customize a couple. But I think it's definitely going to be I think it's definitely going to be a customizable figure. And
Hmm.
so
Oh
um,
yeah, he's got some good potential there.
like I said, I'm definitely happy with this release. So probably of all the releases, um, I will probably I'm probably excited about this one the most, and just
Yes, yeah.
because this figure comes with a set, and that's the set, and so
Hmm.
I'm super excited for this. Just because I know it'll probably be $60 or whatever it is, but I don't care. It's like I definitely want this set, and I will buy one at full price, and then I'll probably buy a couple at a reduced price at some time later because it's being sold on Amazon, and so
Right.
I will, like I
Yep.
said, I will definitely, for me, if I can eventually get this for 35 or $40, I'll probably grab a few of them just because I do like the fact that you get a Jawa with it.
Hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, Timbo, I think it's $60, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, 50 or 60, but I think you're
Yeah.
closer on the 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but to me, it's like I like for me, it's like I love Jawas. And so getting another Jawa is fine with me. Like I said, I just think I think that that's exactly right.
Hmm.
I think you're right, Tim. That you could build. Okay, thanks, Bjorn. I think you could build, some stuff. Some definitely have some areas, and so I'm curious. I know for sure I'll get two, and put some of those together, or maybe I can make like a kind of a hallway or not an alleyway, I would say. But anyway, I love the Jawa. I'm glad it's not a named character. Like
Right. Yeah.
um, you know. George McFly or something. It's like I'm glad it's a troop builder potentially.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, and plus, it looks like the set might hook up with the cantina as well, if anybody got in on that.
Oh, I
'Cause
did.
it's got the three pegs and the three holes that
Yeah,
look about the same. So if you wanted to like expand out your cantina scene,
yeah. Um,
this might and it's got all these little boxes and stuff. So
yeah.
have fun with your
I mean,
world building.
I think it's a cool little set. You get an action figure, and you get like like some pieces to put together, and they showed a different
Hmm.
couple different ways how you could sort of set it up, and one of them was like, okay, I'm definitely going to get one to do that, and so like I said, it was a surprise that they were doing this, but I don't know, man. Maybe since the whole hashtag going back to Tatooine, I guess that's what it is, right? It's not. It's going back to
Yeah.
Tatooine, or um,
Yeah, it
yeah,
seems like that's what's going to be the focus for the next year is Tatooine stuff, which is not bad.
yeah.
Tatooine's a good
Yeah,
planet.
I'm definitely down for that. 'Cause that means that they're going in that direction, which means they're like trying to this is their theme is Tatooine, and so maybe it'll get a big push, for other things. But anyway, um, Angus, yeah, I mean we'll have to see. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure whenever they first release, and whoever that gets them ahead of time on the other side of the world or whatever, the people who are the favorites get them. They'll show you that they either fit or don't fit with some stuff.
Well, even if they don't fit, you can just push them
Yeah,
next to each
yeah.
other, you know?
You can make them work if you want to.
Yeah.
This community is pretty talented and
Oh, yeah.
can make stuff work. So that was basically the end of our reveals for like the Hasbro stuff from last week. Right now, we're going into some of our latest pickups of Star Wars.
Mhm.
Um, and as anybody that's watched this show more than once, they'll know that this is a pickup of Bob's. Um,
Yeah.
just because of the background, and so
Mhm.
go ahead. What do you think about these guys, Bob?
So this is the Pilot 4-pack. I'm sure everybody's aware of that. I like them. Unfortunately, they still have that old hinge swivel hips that aren't that great, and they did skimp a little on the paint job on the figures. Like if you compare it to X-wing pilot Luke, he's got some more paint apps.
Right.
But if you'll like go on to the next picture of them, they didn't skimp out on the helmets. Each helmet's got its own paint design, so or got its own original paint apps. So maybe that's where all the paint app budget went.
I will say this.
Uh,
I don't have this set yet, but I definitely want it. But mainly just for the heads. Like I really
mhm.
want Duro's head. Um, I so
Oh
can't.
yeah,
Yeah, I so can't wait to get one just so I can pop it on people's heads or bodies and stuff and see what it's what it how it will look. But yeah, this will
yeah.
be
The
like I
two
said.
aliens on here were the standouts for
Yeah.
sure.
I definitely that'll be the reason I get them. And I don't really care about the like. I don't know. I only got one X-wing, but it's like um, we'll see what happens. I can always use like this 4-pack here will be all I would ever need of like X-wing pilots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Um,
totally. And for me, they're just pilots. Like I know, like in canon, like the different ships have different suits for their pilots and whatnot. But as far as I'm concerned, these guys can just hop into anything and off they go.
um, yeah, Angus. I would guess that Duro's head will probably be the most used head of these four guys or
Hmm.
girls of Figtober from this group potentially, just because I think everybody wants more of those Duros in their world.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody wants more aliens.
that's right. Also, guys, I didn't really say anything about this, but so the show is going to be about us talking about Star Wars figures, and so we've already gone over the reveal of what's coming out from like last week or whatever, and so we're going to go through a few slides of pickups from Bob and I of Star Wars figures we've got recently, and then we're going to get into the last figure standing. And if you guys have heard about this, anyway, so Bob has picked out 10 figures that he would like to get made, and I did the same. And so we're going to show you those. But that's going to be towards, hey, Josh, that's going to be towards the end of all these pictures. But we're going to keep it on rolling. I do love the helmets. Hey, Justin, I do love the helmets on these, and I love the
Mhm.
helmet on that Duros head. I think it just fits so well. Um,
Oh yeah, well, and the helmets fit great on all four of them, and I mean, like I said, it's pretty much the same helmet, but each with a different paint job.
yeah,
So
yeah. Um, also,
yeah,
continue on.
my excuse me, yeah, my Ezra and Luke came in, or not Ezra and Luke,
MCR.
Ezra and Kanan came in. So now I've got the full Ghost crew all ready to go, even though they're from like different time periods. That's fine with me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And probably gonna get a couple more of these guys because their outfits, once you like start taking them apart and stuff, or at least like Kanan's pants and then all of Ezra and stuff can have a nice kind of like generic look to them. So little
yeah.
part swapping might be going on with some extras. So
I totally agree. I think I don't. Okay, so I'm not gonna. So I do have the Kanan. I haven't got the Ezra yet, but
okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree that these two are great, and they will be great for customs as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now I will say on the Canon, there's a little shoulder piece does not come off. So
Right, right. Yeah,
um,
that guy you probably can't like army build in one scene, but you could make him a bunch of different characters, out of it.
oh yeah,
So I mean, that's at
yeah.
least good. But the Ezra, I mean, that outfit right there almost looks like it could be some kind of um like a uniform for a security type,
Mhm.
or
Be a
some
uniform or just like just some other dude.
yeah,
You change the colors on some parts here and
yeah,
there, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's what's hip in the galaxy for this season.
That's right. Right. Yes. But anyway, so I see you've got the whole team here.
Yeah, yep. Finally got them all together. I did not go in on the Ghost playset, or not. Well, it's practically a playset, but I didn't go in on the Ghost ship. But
I didn't either.
so they don't really have a ship to fly around in, but they're all together, including Chopper. So
Yeah. I don't have not Ezra. God, what's the guy, the alien's name?
oh, Zeb, the big
Zeb.
one.
I don't have Zeb yet, but I do plan on getting him. I just haven't pulled the
Yeah,
trigger.
he's a good figure. I highly recommend him. I mean, I recommend all five of these, or well, six counting Chopper, but um yeah, all six of them are great figures, good articulation. All of them have the ball socket hips and the thigh swivels and all that. So everything you would expect to get, find in modern
I
Star Wars figures they've
don't
got.
I don't have the that Sabine either, but I will get one. I've just kind of been dragging my feet. I do have one.
Yeah.
I have a new 2-pack with her and Chopper, Loth cats, whatever. But
You probably got the better one then. This is the one I got was the Ahsoka one with the big bucket helmet.
yeah,
That's why I
gotcha.
think she's the only Mandalorian I have that doesn't like wear the helmet. But
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, but I'll have them too. I mean, I do have the Hera, and I do have a Chopper.
mm.
The single releases, and I got the Kanan. I just got to get the other three. Um, okay, so
And then yeah, here's one that was like a kind of last minute find when I was at Walmart on Thursday. They actually, for a change, actually had new TBC figures in. Um,
nice, nice. Congrats.
yeah, yeah, he was like a couple of pegs over from the Ahsoka and Fennec Shan that were also on the peg. So it's like, oh, holy crap, something new.
Right. I
So
we have two Walmart stores here, and one of them is pretty horrible. And I haven't seen these out yet. And I was telling a friend of mine, he was like, "Oh, they have them out." I said, "Yeah, they're hitting Walmart right now." And so he does the toy hunt thing. He does like Marvel figures and DC figures and stuff like that. And so he went to like the next town over, and he sent me a picture of a peg of the Timothy Fetts. So
mhm.
okay, I told you, man, they're hitting. And anyway, I said I'm just gonna wait until I see one on the shelf. I've got one pre-ordered with Amazon, so I'm basically playing chicken with like which will I get first, the one on Amazon, or will I see one actually out, in the live somewhere.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but
like I have them on pre-order with Big Bad as well. But I still went ahead and picked this one up, and I haven't canceled my order on that just because he's also got some good body parts here that could just be like some generic dude. So
yeah, I'm not too messed up about the gauntlets on his wrist or whatever. Like to me, it's not really that big of a deal. Um, but I get it. I mean,
mm,
definitely the non-deluxe will be good too. But I'll the so Ian, so the armor does come off,
yeah,
right?
It comes
So
off, but the hoses are connected to a
right,
hole in his back and to
yeah,
the gauntlet. So if you want them without armor all the time, you can just snip off the hoses, which
yeah.
I might do with the other one that comes in, but
And it's
we'll see.
supposed to be that knee guard will come off as well.
Yes, yes, it
From
does.
but anyway, um, yeah. I mean, this guy should have been out a long time ago. We
Oh
all know.
yeah.
I mean, he was out for Black Series probably at least right a year before they finally released him in Vintage Collection.
Oh, I have
Um,
no idea.
yeah, it's been a super long while.
But
Yeah, but it's any last remarks, Bob?
no, no, just he's also another great figure like Kanan and Ezra. Hasbro's been, I guess they're a little, I guess somewhat pricey. I not compared to like Joy Toy or Acid Rain, but yeah, you get a good quality figure. So I think you're muted.
Sorry about that.
No, no
Yeah,
problem.
this is the portion of I guess my pickups recently. Um, yeah, Timbo, this is for you, man. So I got a couple of the Mandalorians that were previously released. Okay, 3 years. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it, man. I get it. Um, TVC doesn't get the love. But yeah, so one of them was Target exclusive, the blue Mandalorian guy, and the Night Owl was a Walmart exclusive. And I will generally get one Mandalorian if I don't have them, just because I love Mandalorians and I love like troopers and stuff. So I'll normally buy one, of these that I see. Just because I mean I've contemplated making like a 1/12 scale, diorama at some point in time or something. Or yeah, me too, Ian. Or
Yep. Yep.
maybe a comic book store that Mandalorians come to. If I could maybe get a license or a what do you call it? Not a license, a franchise from Timbo maybe. And start one here. But yeah, I know people are sick to death of blue Mandos. I get it, but I,
I
I
mean, as
like.
long as they look different enough from the other Blue Mandos, then into the collection they go.
Yeah, I love the blue privateer. I think he's awesome, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Um, so this is the 2-pack that I got. It's the Sabine and the Chopper with the Lost Cats.
No.
It's still open right now. Don't come at me, people with torches and pitchforks. I've been busy, and so I just haven't had a chance to mess with them yet. I have a stack of boxes that are like that haven't been open yet, and so I've I've
Hey,
been working
what?
on Figtober, and so I've just got everything has just been pushed to the side. So I agree totally 100%. Never enough Mando.
Hmm.
Totally agree. I did get a couple droid pickups from the Disney store. Um,
Neat.
yeah, so I got the
That's pretty
zombie droid,
cool.
on the left, and then I got I guess you could call him the sorcerer, the Mickey sorcerer hat,
Hmm.
droid. Um, anyway, I was feeling good and I saw them up and I went ahead and pulled the trigger on both of these guys. I love droids. And so whenever they release one, I'll usually try to get one.
Hmm.
And so, I grab these. I will
So,
open them, I promise.
so now besides the paint jobs on them, are they about the same kind of droids as you would get with like TVC and
Totally the same. They're basically the droid
excellent?
factory. That's what they consider their line. That these are the figures they basically release at like um, a oh God, what's the name of the place? Disney World and Disneyland. Sorry, I was having a moment there. But yeah, they sell these like at the Disney stores and stuff like that, and they put them out.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, they're TVC figures. They're the same things. They're just repainted or whatever. And they normally put out like I think like 4 or 5 or 6 a year of like different things, and they've been doing like Halloween and Christmas and stuff like that. They'll have like a theme and they'll put out a
Mhm.
figure. Um, anyway,
Mm,
to
mm,
me, I like themed figures too. So,
yeah.
they're the same as the TVC figures.
And are these also like available online, or do you have to go to an actual Disney store?
I bought both these online from the Disney store.
Oh, okay, cool.
However, I
I have
just
to
looked
look into this.
because I was looking to see if I could get just stock pictures of them instead of me having to bust out and take a picture of these in the package. They still
Mm.
had the zombie droid, but the sorcerer, I don't even know what you'd call him, but the other one, they didn't have him on there right now. So I don't know if he's gone for good or what, but they only have them for like a limited time. So it's not like they keep them year round. It's like
Mm, okay.
gotta get them, get on them within a week or two of when they hit the stores, or you know, you know, yeah, I get it, Ian. Ian. I get it, Angus. You can kind of get fatigued out on some things. I get it.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. And that's
uh,
fine.
yeah, they
There's
told,
other figures to pick from. Yeah.
yeah, you don't have to buy them all for sure. But yeah, so anyway, um, the magician one was a D23 one. Okay, well,
Okay.
I guess they had them on the Disney store for a limited time, and so I grabbed them. Um, okay, so this is a recent pickup. I've late to
Oh,
the party
nice.
a bit with these. I saw them. I got them at like a decent price. They were cheaper than what they were originally listed as, and so I grabbed them
Oh,
on Amazon.
excellent.
And so I do like them. Of course, like I said, most people have already probably seen them by now. I'll probably make a couple of customs out of them. I definitely like the custom you made out of the chieftain. Um, so
Oh, yeah, that necklace on him with all the little
right,
things just really, yeah,
I've got
makes
about
them
four
stand
custom
out.
makers currently, and so I feel like these will sort of add to the mix. I do hate that their one right arm is like kind of like a tilted down like this, or
Yeah,
whatever.
the hand is kinda a little funny on him.
You can't really move. It doesn't like I guess it will only spin around, I think. And so it's like it's pretty much not at a good angle. It's basically to hold the gun or the Gaddafi stick or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah, they're more of a yeah.
yeah, I do like them. Like I said, I've kind of been tinkering with them. Just an FYI, I didn't know this, but I asked Bob, and he's the one that told me about it before I got them. So the chieftain has actually a neck peg that will pop out with the head, and you can like
Mhm.
put it on different Star Wars figures and stuff like that. But the other three are basically Tuscan bodies, where they have the big neck bulb that's like permanent. So the heads will have to pop, go around there. So you won't really be able to customize those unless you do surgery for those. But
Yeah,
those
makes it a
three
little
will definitely interchange with the other bodies, but they will not with the chieftain and vice versa.
yeah, I think they may have used the old torsos on the regular Tuscans and just given them new arms and legs, maybe new
I'm sure.
waist,
I'm sure they did.
but,
But yeah, but they look great. I mean, I like the way they
mhm.
look. Definitely different than the regular Tuscan. So, I picked them up.
Yeah, some great soft goods on them too.
Yes, the soft goods are great. Yeah, speaking of these guys, I did pick these
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I think I got them like a month ago or something. And yeah, I like the set. I'll probably get another set just so I'll get some of the troopers, because I sent these three to Angus for three of the Captain Enix, because I kind of had a project that I wanted to do. And so anyway, but yeah, I basically took them out of the box. Said, "Oh yeah, this is cool," and I put them right back in the box. But, well, I'll hang on to them until I hear back from Angus.
Yeah.
So anyway, but they're super cool. Like I said, I'll definitely get another set just so I can, have more of the night troopers, or whatever their name is, death troopers or whatever.
Yeah, you were right. Night troopers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got her just
OSHA.
because, yeah, OSHA. I got her because I really like the body, and I'm probably going to customize this, and so I wanted to see how it was before I got more than one. So I grabbed one. Currently, it's still in the package. Like I said, I've got lots of stuff going on, but I like the body. I definitely think it's good for customs. I haven't even really messed with it yet, but I'm like, it's going to be a part of Bigtober. So that's
sweet.
yeah, it's definitely going to be used along with Stole. Yes, I agree. The Pip Droid is cool. And I got this guy, and so to me, it was kind of like a no brainer for me. It's like, I'll probably keep one as him, and then I'll customize the rest of them. It's a good Jedi body, I think, and that you could use. You could paint up a little bit or do whatever, but I'm gonna mess around and see what I can do. Yeah. The OSHA figure is a good figure, and it's like space station text, or you could have a few of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, definitely
or
works.
just
You could, pop a different head on there and just go to town with them. I did not get the May figure yet, just because I just haven't yet. I mean, I plan on getting one just to see what I can do with it, because there's not really enough female bodies out there to where you can like customize, and so I got several, that I could potentially customize, but it looks pretty good too. It looks like it could be a really good like official, or just a regular alien if you work it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah. Unfortunately, all my and this guy, like all my acolyte and this dude are sitting in my pile of loot because they all arrived at BBTS like right after I'd gotten a pile of loot shipped out. So,
right,
which
right,
is
right.
how it always happens. But
Yeah, no, I get it, man. I get it. I've grabbed all these off of Amazon pretty much.
okay.
I got the two HKs. I've been waiting on these guys to get here since they announced, because I love the color combination on these. And I will definitely probably do a little bit of customization on some of these. I love the HK molds, and it's, to me, it's like they're really good. And so I'm glad to get these. I will get more of them. I've only got two right now. But yeah, I love the molds for these. I love that they have the soft goods, because I pretty much buy them. I'll buy pretty much any figure for the soft goods, but it's like, because I'm thinking, okay, I'll use the soft goods for something else. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always try it out on different figures. You don't have to keep it there
Oh,
forever.
totally.
So it's like, I'll take it off this guy for a while, and it'll be on somebody else. But it'll eventually, when I want to use this character again, I'll put it back on that character, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm super excited about these just because I love droids and stuff like that.
Droids and aliens. That's what Star Wars is all about.
That's right. So I also got me a couple of blurgs.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I got those. Like I said, they're still in the boxes with the Mandos. I've got those. I will probably customize as a different Mandalorian or something potentially. And I got these for like $25 a piece on like Amazon. It's like they had as soon as they went up, they put the price on there or whatever. I don't know, but they honored the price. So that's the reason why I got two of them. And anyway, I've seen everybody have opened theirs already, and they've messed with them, and they're like, "Yeah, we like them," and so I will be doing.
It looks really good. I've got one ordered. It's not here yet, but
So it's to me it's so how long has the Mandalorian been on? Has it been 4 or 5 years? You know,
Somewhere around that because there was a big gap during the
right?
stuff.
And so we finally
Uh,
got a Berg, and yeah, it just happened that way. I didn't know that it was. I didn't know that that was you know not the price. I just pre-ordered them as soon as I saw them go up, and so I didn't find out about it until like people started getting them in that they were like $40. And so okay, Timbo, 2019. So it's been 5 years, and we just now got a blurb, and maybe it means we'll get Pele Mato sometime in the next year or two, maybe. I don't know.
well, yeah, by like 2030, we'll probably have Monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll make her after they make the Bad Batch figures, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, well, moving right along, we'll just so the last figure standing. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen this on Instagram or Facebook, and people have put in their top 10 favorites. And so Bob reached out to me and said, "Hey, man, do you wanna do this?" And I'm like, "Sure,
Yeah.
let's
I mean,
let's
might
do."
as well put some in and talk about them because
That's right. That's right.
I know,
So
yeah, some of my choices are a little out there, so they might never ever show up on the final voting list, but we'll see.
if some of yours are out there, you should wait to see some of mine. But yeah, I submitted my list too, like the last day, like Friday or something. I think it was. I've submitted my list, and so I think they said they got like 1,400 entries. So,
Somewhere around that, yeah.
but I guarantee you, not one figure from my list will make it into like the top 10. I guarantee you. It'd be hard. I mean,
Right.
it might be surprising, but I just feel like people, there's too wide a spectrum of what people want figures of, and so I've seen a bunch of people's, and I'm like, I don't want a single figure out of any of those, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that's that's the beauty of having a franchise that's over 40 years old. It's just it's all over the
And
place.
wide diversity of figures available. And
Right, right. So, all right, Bob, we're gonna go. I'll let you. This is your pick, so you can go through them.
yeah. All right. Oh, whoops. Hang on a second. There we go. So this is Leia in the Whoosh disguise from Return of the Jedi. I'm sure everybody might have seen that at least once or twice.
A time or two.
Um, yeah. But now, like when I was a kid and playing with my friends' Star Wars figures, we always just left the helmet on
Mm-hmm.
her, and it wasn't Leia; it was just Boosh, the person she was disguised as. So,
Right, right.
just like the look of the helmet and figure and whatnot. So, like I said, and Black Series already has it, so it's possible to make this figure.
Oh yeah, I will say, to me, I think that's a great alien right there.
Oh
Or a
yeah,
bounty hunter or whatever. And I agree, the Black Series one looks really good too. Um, and so yeah, so that's I agree with you.
hey,
Um,
thanks for coming out, Timbo. Take it
yeah,
easy.
have a good night. Um,
All right, so
next.
this is one Jack from that brief little scene in Obi-Wan where he was getting where he's at the city and getting chased down by the bounty hunter. And one Jack is like the same kind of droid design as Forlom, and I love Forlom, so
All right.
of course I had to pick one Jack. So
Yeah, I think it's a great droid too, and I would definitely think it would be um, something that they could make. I agree. I mean, and they already
yeah,
have it TV in the Black Series, so it's like you know,
exactly. And the bodies, hopefully when if they do make them, they don't just give them those like swivel hips like most protocol droids have. Hopefully they upgrade that as well.
right, right.
Um, Plus, it seems like they'd have to since he's got his like holsters built into his
Yeah,
legs.
yeah,
So this is Zaya from the that jailbreak episode of The
yes,
Mandalorian.
yes.
who was just like just wonderfully bad in that, like wonderfully not bad, but like evil in that episode. So,
Yeah,
and of
there.
course, Alien. So,
Yes, yeah, that was a really good episode because it had a few different looks from people or some cool looking characters. I'll just put it like that.
hmm
That was also the Mix Mayfield episode where he
yeah,
was gunned up, with all the gun weapons and stuff, and so they have that one in Black Series too. But yeah,
hmm
yeah, that's a nice one there.
yeah. I don't know how many votes she'll get, but we'll see. This one will probably make it, at least into the first round, the top 10, the stranger from the acolyte.
Yes,
But if they do him, he's got to at least have the helmet on.
yeah,
Swappable heads would be great, but if they only do one head, helmet
yeah.
head.
I agree.
You know.
I agree. The helmeted head would be so much better. Just because he's sort of a menacing looking bad guy. Um,
Oh yeah, that like weird kind of smile that it had going on.
yes.
Uh, in the show, yeah.
Yeah. Space Bill Burr. That's right,
hmm
family. Right. Um, yeah. So I definitely would be down for this one too. Um, of course.
And here's
No,
Asajj, yeah, Asajj in her Bad Batch look.
no
I think
brainer.
she, yeah. Oh, easy no brainer. I think she might make it because they haven't done an Asajj Ventress character in quite a while. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
fingers
so down
crossed.
with this one. I mean, to me, um, yeah, yeah, for sure. It's me. It's a no brainer.
hmm
Um, yeah, Angus, I agree, man. I mean, they've already had
Yeah.
him in Black Series, so it's like just pull the trigger. Darth. Oh no,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
not Darth Maul, but
that's
Savage
about it.
Press.
Yeah. Um,
He he hasn't had a
great.
figure outside the Clone Wars, at least in the 3 3/4 scale.
That's right. Yeah,
Uh,
great figure. I don't even
oh
think they
yeah.
have the Black Series yet, right?
Think there's a Black Series one, but I'd have to double check. I don't really keep up with Black Series as
Right.
much. The only
Um,
reason I knew about some of these other figures was because when I went looking for pictures of them,
yeah,
their
that Black
product
Series.
picture from the Black Series came up. I was like, damn it.
I would love to have this figure in the vintage collection.
hmm
However, I do have the one for Clone Wars, and so I've pretty much taken his head off and I've put it like on one of my Eagle Force figures. So it's like at this point in time, um, yeah, I would. I'll take any figure they haven't made yet, or whatever, or an updated version. But yeah, um, yeah, Pipeline. Yeah, it'll be a deluxe too. He'll be a deluxe figure. Um,
Oh, of
yeah,
course.
they did have the Zabrak figures. You're right. But they didn't look as good as like. I don't know why he want to call him Darth Maul, but Savage,
Because
Oprah.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, that was
If
a
they
damn
didn't
storyline in the Clone Wars when he
oh yeah.
because he was just wrecking shit when he came out and he got like all pumped up, and so it was him and Darth Maul fighting those Jedi and stuff. I mean, it was like that was so awesome, you know.
Well, and then when they started building up their crime syndicate, when they were
Yes,
like, okay, screw messing with these Jedi guys. We're just gonna go
right.
do a crime syndicate and just be
But
done
if
with
you
it.
guys haven't watched, the Clone Wars, I know most of you have, but
Oh
um,
yeah, sorry, spoiler alert. Oh.
yeah, yeah. It's so good, but it's like for me, it's like when they were on the run, and it was like Darth Maul and Savage were they were trying to get away from like I think Anakin and Obi Wan and like not Hondo, Honda, Tanaka or whatever his name is, the space
hmm
pirate. They were like all working together to try to fend off these guys. Man, it was awesome. Really good episodes. Um, and it's
And then
uh,
here's Jackie
Jake.
from the
Yep.
Acolyte,
Yeah,
who yes,
definitely.
that's her Black Series figure.
Yes. Definitely, I don't. It's to me, it's like I would totally be down. You know what I'm saying? It's like I would totally be
hmm
down for them. Now that they've said that they won't make another season of it, I wonder how far along they had, you know, figures planned into the series. So I know they probably went further with Black Series than they did,
Right. Yeah.
um, the Vintage Collection. But still, I would definitely take this
Well,
character, in
from
Vintage
what I've
Collection.
heard, like toy design and from like design to manufacturing to release takes about 2 years to a year and a half. So, there's been some other acolyte figures already pipelined and revealed. So um, they
And
may.
I was gonna say, and technically, all they would need with this is pretty much just a head, right?
Hmm.
Pretty,
Well, I
so
think
that
she's a little shorter than maybe the others, but I don't
yeah.
know. But yeah, mostly I just wonder because cool alien head.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure, sure. Yeah, I
so.
agree. All right.
And then here is Indy
Oh,
5 from
droids.
the Outlaw video game.
Yes, yeah. Has that game came
Which
out yet, by the way?
have they what?
Has that game came out yet, by the way?
I think so. I don't know 'cause I'm not really much of a video gamer anymore. But I
Anybody?
just really like the look of this, the old like old Clone Wars era droid with the trench coat and gun
Yeah,
holster.
such a
Just
good
looks
character.
really cool.
And to me, it's
Yeah.
like it's almost like this character could fit into Fallout. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just um, any kind of face, you know, theme or
Mhm.
apocalyptic theme. To me, it looks like it's just a, you know. So anyway, okay, so the game
Yeah.
is out. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I mean,
I,
this shouldn't be too hard of a figure for them to make, even if they just redo the Clone Wars figure and give them just give them a trench coat.
yeah, that's cool. I don't have one of the newer systems, so I'll probably have to wait until I get a newer system before I can get that. Um, my son's getting I think a new Xbox for Christmas, so I may end up playing it on that one. But yeah,
Well,
I mean, yeah,
well, if he
it's
watches the show, now he knows what he's getting for Christmas.
oh, that's kind of it's kind of like it's going to be his gift potentially that he gets for Christmas. He's old enough, he's 15, so it's like it's kind of a that's not something you can kind of hide. So it's like, look, you can
Yeah.
either get this or a bunch of little stuff.
Yeah. And then here is Q9-0 or Zero from that same episode of The Mandalorian where they did the breakout. And of course, Black Series has him already.
Yes,
But he also, after spoiler alert, after Mando shot him, and the frog lady did like repurpose his head for a translator. So
yes, yes.
he's been in a couple episodes, mostly,
I
at
actually
least
have
parts of him.
I actually have this figure here for the Black Series.
Oh, nice.
I basically got into figures again by buying Black Series figures because of the Mandalorian. And so, okay,
Jeez,
Angus,
Angus.
go to sleep. Thanks for staying up with us. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but yeah, I would definitely be down with this one too. Aliens, troopers, droids. That's
Yep.
down for any of that. Um, speaking of droid,
Oh, yeah. This one's probably the most way out there one, Mr. Bones. He's a character from like one of the books and has shown up in like the Star Wars Lego game. But he's like a repurposed battle droid that is does a lot of stabby with his little vibro blade that pops out of his hand.
I did not know who this character was, so I had to ask you because I was like, um, Deadpool droid, what's going
Yeah,
on here? Like, I was
yeah. I only stumbled upon him by accident while I was looking up something else, and I was just like, "Oh my god, there's a droid named Mister Bones. That totally
I've
got to have that one."
I've never heard of that, so that's cool. Um, a named character and a droid, no less.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
but
This
yeah, I
one,
kind of.
be
Oh, go
surprised
ahead.
how many votes this guy gets, though, Bob. This guy is. I'm not gonna
I
say
mean,
sure, but
If he gets 5, yeah, I would be shocked.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
they do
he
put out a list of like what all figures get votes for stuff, but um, okay, so that's the end of your list.
Yep, that's my
Um,
10.
this is
You
starting with
gotta
my
s
10.
start with a banger here.
No brainer, man. It's like I would definitely. It doesn't matter to me which Asajj we get because it'll be great to get one no matter what. But if I have a
Mhm.
preference, it would definitely be the Bad Batch version. I mean, I love this one so much more than the original. I think Dave Filoni did a great job of developing her character
Oh, totally.
because I really liked her character towards the end of the Clone Wars because she was just kind of on her own, you know what I'm saying? And so super good character. Um I
Well
always like a good sort of bad character, especially one that
mhm,
goes from bad to almost like, not so much good, but you
not
know,
as bad.
that's right. So anyway, this
Yeah,
is
and I don't know what it is, but, like, the hair
the
seems to,
hair.
like,
That's what it
really
is.
add a
To
lot,
me,
in my opinion, yeah.
it's like the hair is what makes it for me. It's like I don't really care about her bald head. It's like make this character, and I think
Mhm,
it's easy. But yeah. But I mean, like I said, this would probably be, definitely in my top five to get made if it was up to me. Um, speaking of Pele Mato,
oh,
um,
yeah.
I felt like this
Yep,
one
yep.
should already be made, but
Oh, yeah.
it's I just want to get one just so everybody will say, okay, we can get this one marked off the list because we pretty much have everybody off of Mando as far as the main characters and stuff, except her.
Mhm.
I mean, they've made pretty much almost all of them, I think, at this point in time, except for her. And
Yeah,
so
and she was even in, Book of Boba Fett.
that's right,
She's
that's
been in
right,
2 shows. I mean, come
that's right.
on.
She needs to be made. So that's one of my choices. Um,
Excellent choice.
Speaking of Duros, I can't remember
Mhm.
what name this guy is, but he's one of
Cantina
yeah.
Guy 5 or something, yeah.
I think the other guy is like Elor's something or other, but this guy is one of them with him, and so
Mhm.
to me, I just threw him up there because I'd love to have another Duros, um, but
Uh,
that's just me. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, Carson definitely, but I mean, he came along later. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Pele's been there a lot longer, and so to me, she's more of a character than Carson is, but I would take his character as well, and well, the client, you're right, the client
mm.
too. Yes,
We're getting some interesting names here for your Duro.
Steve and Dave Duros, yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not against getting a Carson. I just you know I want a Pele. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm.
make Pele, they make Carson after that, but I want a
Okay.
Pele. Um, so my next one,
Ooh.
speaking of the
Whoa, yeah.
Hype episode or whatever, the Republic security guard droid. I've got one
Yeah,
of
nice choice.
in Black Series, and I love them, and I would definitely love them in Vintage Collection because why not, man? They're
Oh,
droids.
totally.
It's like so good.
Mhm.
Um, and like I said, it's really good articulated in the Black Series, and I think they could do the same thing with Finish Collection. And I think the legs wouldn't be a problem because they're pretty much K2SO legs, and so
Yeah,
you can get him to stand up, you can get this guy to stand up.
yeah.
Um, but that's just my opinion.
Plus, he's got that cool head with the little visor thing
Yeah,
going on, yeah.
little antenna that sticks out of his head that
Mhm.
mine fell off the day I got him, and I was just like, well, I had
Alright.
it. I don't anymore, but it doesn't
Hey,
take away.
you can take a straight pen
Yeah,
possibly and, like, stick it in there and then trim the head off of it.
you can put anything in there, but I'm
Yeah.
just this point in time, yeah, the head is probably the kind of the cool factor of it. The head and the upper body is kind of
Hmm.
a cool thing. Um,
Oh, this guy.
yeah, I know he's been on a lot of people's lists, and
Hmm.
um, he's definitely on mine. But it's like I don't know if they would make him or not, but I definitely would have. If I had my top 10 list made, he would be on it, and he would be made.
Yeah.
Um, he goes back to the Clone Wars episodes. If anybody is
Hmm.
not familiar, anyway, really dark episodes of the show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're like super dark.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Bjorn's not a fan
yeah, but I
of
mean,
that
you could
character.
yeah. I mean, you could always customize him for anybody else. You could make him
Hmm.
what's his name's brother, Dexter's brother or whatever. Um, but anyway,
I mean, just
uh,
a four-armed alien,
yeah, yeah, for
would be
sure.
awesome.
4 frying pans, in his hands, and he could be the cook, the backup cook. Um,
Hmm.
but anyway, speaking of the Clone Wars, Admiral
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Trent.
This
As
guy.
soon as I saw him, I loved him. And after his ship got blew up and he had to get rebuilt, this is the robotic version of uh, Admiral Trench. So, um,
Yeah, we got a lot of love going on here for multi-armed aliens. And
yeah,
he also fits that category of multiple arms.
alien droid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
Best of
it's
both worlds.
right. I'm pretty damn sure they're never going to make this character, but I know people have made some customs, of this guy. And anyway, yeah, I agree with that one too.
Hmm.
And I like that guy too. I call him Space Swamp Thing is what I call him, but it whatever works. Um, I know that the customs for the kid I think made one, but I'm not sure about anybody else's. But like I said, he won't get made, but he'll probably be on the list. But
Yeah.
he won't make the top 50. I'm pretty sure. He's
Mm,
more
no.
of a
I think it looks cool. He probably would have been on my list if we had gone down to like 25 or so.
yeah.
We could
I
have
mean,
added more, but
keep saying this guy because I want to just, I want to ring the bell. You know what I'm saying? Like every
right.
time I talk about a list, I want to like talk about a character that I think is, just I wouldn't say obscure, but just hard to potentially get done. But this guy and Pong Krell, the two of them that I just keep like ringing the bell for, just to keep hope alive. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um,
Oh yeah,
so
we all have that character,
Yeah, I agree. I would love to. I almost put the Pike Soldier on my list just because it's a trooper,
Mm.
and so I would love to have them. They have them in Black Series, but they don't have them in Vintage Collection. But one can hope at some point in time. But
Yeah.
I put Garrison on here.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure when the last time he was made was. Probably during the middle 2000s, maybe from the Saga collection, I think, or something like that. But
Maybe go all the way back to Power of the Force.
it's possible.
Not
I know it
sure.
was in Power of the Force, but I thought they might have made another version of like in a the Saga collection or something like that. But I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Um, I would love to have a version of this guy in the vintage collection. I mean, he's
Oh
been
yeah.
in Star Wars, and I'm not mistaken, did he not have like a version of this guy in The Mandalorian? From the first episode where he was like playing the little flute, and the droid shuttle came up. I don't know if it's the same character. I mean, I don't know if it's the same species or something like that, but he had like
Yeah,
a little.
I'm not sure.
You
I'd have to go back and watch that one.
it's the very first
I'm not.
episode of
I remember
Mandalorian
this. Yeah, I remember
after
the scene. I just don't remember
Yeah, he's basically
Yeah.
like he's like a ferry guy, right? And so he's at the dock, and
Hmm.
Mando walks up with the mithril, and he blows a little flute, and then a droid comes in this brand new like speeder, like water speeder, and he's like, Mando's like, I don't trust droids, and he's like, wah, wah, and he's like, I don't want to, and so he like blows a little horn again. The droid drives off in this brand new like water speeder, and the next thing you know, this speeder comes up, this like blowing smoke and stuff, and it's a human or alien guy driving, and
Hmm.
he's like, yeah, it's like, I'll take you where you want to go. And so, if I'm not mistaken, that guy was like, I think somebody famous, like in makeup or something. I can't remember exactly who it
Oh,
was,
okay.
but anyway, um, long story short, so I guess people have confirmed this is the same species. So
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, I would like to have another one of
Oh,
those. And since we're talking about figures that we may not get, um, I'm just throwing Hunter out there because he's a bigger body, of the Bad Batch that we may or may not get. They definitely make bigger body figures now, and so I feel
mhm.
like they could do the same with him. They've got him in Black Series.
Possibly.
They've released him twice, so it's like you just think they would release him in finished collection. So
Yeah.
that's
Knowing
my choice.
yeah. Knowing Hasbro, they'll probably do like a Marauder HasLab and then include the members of the Bad Batch that we don't have yet as like
Right.
tier goals. And it's like, oh, you bastard.
Yeah. I mean, that's it, whatever. I mean, it's to me. I just don't know why they haven't released these figures yet. I don't know what they're holding off on. It's like I
Yeah, I
just
don't either.
I don't understand.
I mean,
Um,
I thought the show did really well. I mean, I enjoyed it.
yeah, I enjoyed it too, and I mean, they released Hunter. And so it's like you would think if they released Hunter, they would release more. The rest of the team, but
Mhm.
yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a HasLab as well, but we'll see. Um, yeah, same uniform. Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
I think
Yep.
that
Yep.
might. Okay, not the
Oh,
last one.
two
So,
tubes.
two tubes. I would love to have this character in the Vintage Collection.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
I think that they've already made one in the 5 POA from the movie, Rogue One. But I would definitely think, they could make one of these guys. I mean, they could probably reuse all parts from other figures and just have a new head. But
Mhm.
I think it's going to have to come along to there's going to have to be some love for Rogue One, and it's going to have to be some kind of anniversary or something potentially before they will even do anything like that.
Well, no.
Maybe he'll be seen in Andor season 2.
He was
Potentially.
briefly in season one, so
Is he?
yeah, when Luthen goes to visit Saul Guerrero, he's
Oh,
there.
yes, you are right. I forgot about that. Yes, you're right. So maybe he'll get in. I don't know. I kind of doubt
And
they'll release it for Andor, but
yeah, and saying there's no love for Rogue One, you bite your tongue. I'm
I
probably
love
about to
no,
say
I
something.
love one. I love
I
it.
do too, and I'm about to say something that could be controversial here, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Go ahead.
Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
know
that.
everybody says Empire, but no, to me, Rogue One beats Empire out.
Well, I love Rogue One, and I will say to me, it's definitely in my top 5 movies of Star Wars. And for
Hmm.
me, my favorite is just the original Star Wars, just because I mean, no, Empire is a better movie, but to me, it's just it all began with Star Wars, and so that's always my number one.
Right.
Um,
Oh no, I
but
totally agree.
but I do love Rogue One, man. I love the world building of it. I love the
Hmm.
shore troopers. That I love. How it's basically they land on the planet. I guess Jeddah. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They fight stormtroopers, and there's an alien rebel group there. With Saul, And then yeah, there's
Yep,
so much
yep.
building about that movie. I love it.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was just, and for me also, it was like a great, like, just story. It had
yeah,
a beginning, a middle, and then a
yeah,
tragic end. Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet.
That's
But
true. It's to
but
me.
it all,
It's go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say they just like wrapped up everything
Yeah.
so just perfectly in that. So
Yeah, I totally agree,
mm,
man. It was a I love that movie, and
great
it
characters.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that it does. I don't think it gets enough love, is what I think. You know what I'm saying?
I
Um,
would agree. Yeah.
I feel like to me, it's definitely one of the better ones that is done. As far as movie wise, the script and all that
Hmm.
stuff is definitely one of the better ones. Um, Yes, but anyway, but I would love to see this character. I'd love to see. Don't get me wrong. I think we would love to see every character ever made in Vintage
Oh yeah.
Collection.
Well,
It's
well,
not
every
not going
I'm
to
of the
happen.
opinion that every character has the potential of being somebody's favorite.
That's right.
Just like with GI Joe, it's like any
Yeah,
of the Joe characters is somebody's favorite,
yeah.
except Ice Cream Soldier. Screw you, Ice Cream Soldier. You're just out. But
So, I mean, I would even go so far as to say I would love just to have like a random alien in the background, or
mhm.
a random, character in the background being made from time to time.
Oh yeah. Well,
Just
like,
because
and it's oh, go
it's
ahead.
I was just saying just because they're so different, you know.
Yes.
I mean, I would love
That
just a regular nondescript alien, and they could
mhm.
put a hat on whatever his head or a bucket on his head and call it, that's what their race wears or whatever, It's like I could
Yeah,
totally
it's still
that's
alien,
that's right. I just want to get it.
yeah,
Um,
that's one reason I'm kinda sad that Acolyte didn't, get the ratings as well because they had a lot of good, like, background
yeah,
aliens in there,
world building.
especially when they were going through that, like, little market
Yeah,
area. There were just all sorts of
the
yeah.
world building on that movie was at like a almost like a 10 for me. What I'm saying
Mhm.
they had designs. It was up there. You know, um, yeah. I mean,
I'd buy that, yeah.
I'm down. Um,
Oh,
Speaking
this
of
guy.
another movie that doesn't get enough love, um,
Yes.
I love
Especially
so
after seeing the sequel trilogy, I'm like, "Oh, that Solo movie wasn't so bad."
I love Solo, and it
Mhm.
may not be the best Star Wars movie, but it's a fun one for me, man. It's a
Oh,
very
totally,
fun.
yeah.
I love the patrol trooper. They made them in Black Series, of course. I have a few of those just because I got into Black Series first, and I just think that
Right.
they're so good. And they made them in 5 POA, but I need that articulated one, man. It's be so easy to make this guy an articulation, for vintage collect.
Mhm. Well,
But
and that, speeder bike that he had
yes. Well, I
in the
think they
movie.
I think they, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they release that figure with that? Or didn't they release that speeder bike, or am I thinking wrong? I know they released
I
Lions
I
speeder, but I'm not sure about that one.
yeah, I'm not sure because I didn't really pay much attention to the, since the Solo figures were like 5 POA, I didn't
Yeah.
pay as
Yeah, they
much attention
they
to it
released
when it came
they
out.
released a few videos, but I mean, yeah, videos. They released a few vehicles, but I'm not sure if that was one of them.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would love to have this guy in vintage collection. I would buy a ton of them because he would be
Mhm.
my trooper for Yamato 6 as far as like the local cop. Um, yeah,
Mm.
I would love to have
Yeah.
it. Even all at the end, that was an awesome sight. Um,
Mhm.
and so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this would be. I just threw a trooper in there because they don't have him in vintage collection, and I would love to see one.
Oh,
Um,
I'm always up for more Imperial Trooper types.
that's right.
'Cause, I
I
mean, you can
agree.
only get, like, so many just plain stormtroopers, and then it's just kinda like, "Wow, I got this guy again." Don't get me wrong, I like having a nice little squad of stormtrooper like a nice big squad
right?
of stormtroopers, but you need a
Yeah.
little mix it up a little.
I totally agree, 100%. I'm down for whatever troopers they want to put out there, as well as droids and aliens. Like I said,
Hmm.
I know that
Oops.
most of the world is like into the
Thank you,
main
man.
characters and stuff like that. But for me, I would think every now and then you just throw a rando out there, that
Mm.
hasn't been on the screen much. I think that they would get some love as well. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, they used to do that back in the Legacy and Saga days, but these days, not so much. I think if Star Wars had uh, two or three more like big hits, and retailers realized, oh, okay, this is still alive. This is still something that could be done. Then they'd be ordering more,
yeah,
and then Hasbro could start going deeper into the line. But lately, they haven't been hitting as well as they should be for Star Wars, and to me that seems odd because now you've got the doors open for like getting new writers, getting new storytellers and whatnot. But I don't know. Some of
yeah,
the shows are hits, some are misses, but anyway, I'll give them all a try as they come out. Like Skeleton Crew coming up,
yep.
we'll definitely give it a try. Hopefully, it'll be a big hit.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, Famine. And they had this
Hmm.
the pack come out originally, and I think it was maybe one of the first 4 packs they did, if I'm not mistaken. And people said, "Oh, it'll come back on. It'll come back on," and it
Yeah,
never went back up for a reorder. And so, you know, at this point in time, I'm like, whenever I see a stormtrooper out, I'll grab one just because, you can never have too many stormtroopers, because you don't ever know when they're going to make them again. You know,
right.
but anyway, well, that is the end of our slideshow. Bob, do you have anything else that you want to say tonight before we get out of here?
No, just thank you for everybody that came out and hung out with us in the chat. Thank you to those who watch later. We still appreciate you too. You are
Yeah,
just as good
thank you.
of a fan. And also, if you like what you're seeing here, hit that like button. Feel free to share this with your friends. All that helps out the channel and boost up the
Yeah,
algorithms and stuffs. And so,
it keeps the lights on here, so
yep.
appreciate you watching now, and appreciate you watching a replay if you do. Um, but yes, thanks for everybody coming out. This has been pretty much our little Star Wars talk for I guess the month or so. So we might have another one in another couple of months.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah,
Oh,
so
and as the last figure standing stuff comes out, feel free to vote in those. Make your voices heard.
yeah, we may have another show when that's all comes out and said and done. What did people think about it? What their opinion was, and so oh,
Thank
thank
you
you, Blue.
for it.
Thank you. I think most of us are pretty passionate about Star Wars, and most
Mm,
of us are definitely passionate about getting figures made. That aren't made. And so anyway, it's not up to us, but if we can make some noise occasionally, we'll be heard,
might
and
yeah,
um,
might get through to some of the bean counters that people actually want this. Okay.
that's right. I mean, just think how long it's taken to get like a Momon Adon figure from Vintage Collection. It's not out yet.
Mhm.
It's in the pipeline to be made. So
Yep.
anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Well, Bob, it's been a good show,
Yeah.
and
Doing
uh,
great.
thanks for co-hosting,
Oh,
and
thanks for having me on.
well, no problem. And Chad, thanks for showing up, and we will say goodbye until next week. Okay.
All right. See you
You
guys
guys
later.
have a good night.